What's up, my crypto legends? How's everyone doing? Let's analyze the situation here for Bitcoin. Hope you're having a fantastic day today. Safe trading. We're going to analyze Bitcoin to see what has happened, all right, in between yesterday and today. Some major opportunities that you could have taken. We're going to keep that educational content showing you the patterns on why we've had certain movements, all right, so you can understand and learn on how these movements can happen every single time in the future, all right, so you can be prepared to take those decisions as a professional trader, guys. Now we're also going to see the S&P 500, the DXY. Okay, DXY having a little bit of a correction at this moment. We are just about to hit a very strong support range, all right. We could dip slightly lower, giving Bitcoin to have one slight more push to the upside. Remember, we do have Powell speaking at 10 past 3 Central European time. This is exactly in 1 hour. I'm going to try and stay in the stream, all right, during this event. I'm in some trades right now. I'm protected because we do not know exactly how that volatility is going to play out. Is it going to be a massive pump to the upside, a massive dump? It doesn't really matter as long as we protect our positions and learn how to, analyze the situation and take some trading opportunities. We are here right now. We had an insane relief rally yesterday, coming all the way up to $19,400. All right. And we're going to talk about these kind of movements to the upside. What kind of volume? Were there any opportunities on the move up, right? If you're scalping and you are in an uptrend, then of course you want to go with this small uptrend. But if you want to try and look for swing trades, you want to start getting ready for some shorts potentially, because we could get rejected at certain ranges that we are going to talk about today. So I'm trying to talk faster than I can think. So first of all, let me just say hello to the comment section, to the community. Make sure to destroy the like button, guys, on your way in. Smash it up. Let's get as many people here into the live stream so we can talk about Bitcoin, all these different patterns that happened in between yesterday and today, and see what could potentially happen, all right? Big levels in Bitcoin, okay, as resistance and as support, all right, that is going to be mentioned also on the live stream. So let me just quickly say hello through the comment section. Say hello quickly here to the community. Yo, what's up, my crypto legends? How is everyone doing? I'm excited, says Collection of Cells. The fact that there is a ascending triangle that is near breakout on BTC, which is bearish, just need a little bad speech to send us to 18K. Very possible. I do think that these highs can be claimed at 19,450. I'm going to show you why I'm in a slight long position here. I did make a couple of trades yesterday, 2 trades today, and I'm going to explain every single one, guys, so you can actually, take advantage of these kind of movements. Do you guys think Powell's speech will be bad for the market, says Radu? Let us know. I'm excited too, says Thomas. Racing Pixel, thank you for joining the live stream. I got here Racing Pixel, one of my moderators, always giving support here for the last few weeks. Thank you very much, Racing Pixel. Let's go, Andy Azed. Game Pro, hello. Hi, Andy, my dragon, says Game Pro. Oliver, how are you doing? Marivic. I'm a legend. I'm in a short. Yeah, we are. This is a nice shorting range. We want to be aware because these highs can be claimed. The highs that we did create late last night, okay, Central European time. I think they can be claimed, and I'm going to show you why. Obviously, you can long scalp and you can look for shorts for swing trades, of course. I do think that we will get rejected at some point. So all depending on your swing trade short strategy, slightly more price action to the upside can happen. And remember, we do have news, guys. We never know what exactly is going to happen at the news. And news gives a lot of volatility. We could have an insane, massive pump. So stay cautious on these positions. I prefer to let the news happen and then trade after the news, all right? Or before the news, right? Between yesterday and today. We could have a big, massive dump. This is also possible, but we don't really know by looking at the technicals. Why Luna Classic is pumping? I have no idea. I do not trust this project anymore. Anyway, hello everyone. Pura vida. How are you doing? Shan, Crypto Tony. I got access denied. Nevzat, hello. Andy, what's up with Luna? Luna Classic is pumping like crazy. I don't know what's happening, but what time is the news? The news is exactly 55 minutes from now. It's exactly 55 minutes from now. The news, well, it's a speech from Jerome Powell. It might not say much, nothing news. The last thing that we do know is that he's going to continue with the hikes. He's going to continue in trying to get, the inflation down to 2%. This is going to take quite a long time potentially. But first of all, said hello to most of the community here. Thanks Racing Pixel for joining. Let's go through Bitcoin. What has happened with Bitcoin during this rally? And I'm going to show you some major opportunities that did happen. A couple of opportunities that I did take. I'm in a long position, almost got stopped out at break even at this moment. I'm going to explain why I longed exactly at this range. It's just a day trade scalp scenario. But like I said, Bitcoin dropped out from this symmetrical triangle scenario, right? Meeting the target that we talked about yesterday here, which is the width of the back of the symmetrical triangle from the breakout, meeting that target range and having that really nice relief rally. Inside of this relief rally, could we have taken some opportunities? Absolutely, guys. This is the 5-minute chart on Bitcoin, okay? And I just want to show you price action and volume, all right? And why I have taken certain trades. We can see right there, there was a scenario that I was taking a look at yesterday. Let's just zoom in here on the 5-minute chart and zoom in right there, okay? So we can see the volume spikes. I use the Bitcoin USD perpetual on Bybit, okay, for trading view to take a look at volume. I pretty much like it. And I did know that this was a pretty nice range, right? This was a pretty nice resistance zone right there. I extend the box. I can see we can get one rejection. This is exactly at $19,000. So we got $19,000 range here, slightly above. Okay, if we do count the wick, we just count the wick here, the body. We got this range over here, slightly above $19,040 approximately. This was yesterday, all right? This price action hitting that level again. We were inside of this kind of, bottoming out scenario, small relief rally. What happened as soon as we broke this resistance zone? And I'm going to show you right away. This is on the 5-minute, all right? We do know that we got this small little resistance zone where we did touch it here. Okay, this was yesterday. This was before yesterday night here, Central European time, resistance zone. So paying attention here at this resistance zone at 19,040 approximately, we can zoom in. We did see a pretty aggressive move to the upside with some decent volume. This is a trade that I did take yesterday, exactly entering at that level and looking to claim the highs here. And this is what happened, right? We had the retracement and came up and claimed the highs. This is, this is the scalping scenario, right, that we did have yesterday. We want big volume. We want a retest of a resistance as support because we've broken out with volume. We're correcting with low volume and we have that pumpy action to retest the highs. So that's what happened. That was a pretty nice scalp scenario on Bitcoin. And what happened afterwards? We had a massive leg up here to the upside. You can see here clearly right there, right? Where we do have the big spike in volume also, guys. This is the scenarios that we're trying to look for these opportunities. Big spike in volume. We'll be having this correction right now. But there's also some news. European central bank news, I think, today. There's European news right now also. Let me just double check here. Yeah, we got quite a lot of news happening right now. Yeah, interest rate decision also today at 2:15 right now exactly. We are having this European news for interest rate decision. This is why we're probably going to get a little bit of volatility. Interest rates probably in Europe also are going to go up like in the US. So yeah, we could see a little bit of volatility in between now and the next hour, okay? For these 2 hours, there's going to be a little bit of volatility. We got European news. We got Jerome Powell's speech in just about 50 minutes from now. So stay cautious with the volatility. Anything can happen. But going back here to the educational content, going back to what happened yesterday and how we could have taken advantage of these scenarios, guys. One successful trade that I took was this one right there. Was the only trade actually that I did take yesterday. I actually did trade LDO. We can go to LDO token. I got someone talking about LDO. We hit exactly between $1.95 and $2.05. Okay, it was a range for a potential short. We can go through that also. Did get into that short. I closed the short because I don't like altcoins. I don't like the volatility on these altcoins. I prefer much trading Bitcoin. So we can go through that scenario on LDO also. Going back to Bitcoin, what has happened? Pretty nice scenario here. Now, I know in this volume strategy that potentially here you could have taken a trade. All right, I'm gonna show you right now. Okay, right away. So let's go through these level to level, right? Big volume spike. There was a quick trade right there. This is the only one that I did take yesterday. It was a quick, nice little scalp from $19,040 all the way up here to $19,170. A quick little nice scalp. Also, what more? Right over here, we did have the breakout from the resistance zone, right? $19,170 right there. We had big volume breakout, and this is absolutely insane because this happens almost every single day, guys. Proven here on the channel. How many times this scenario happens. I did not take this trade. This was very early this morning where we did get the bounce. Of course, we are aiming the highs, or we aiming the 618 from the drop. Okay, so in this case, I already took profits and protected my position from this drop here. Okay, because at the 618, I took profits and I took all my profits at the highs, retesting the highs. Same scenario happened here. Big volume spike right there from a breakout. Then we have another breakout here with high volume. This level of the highs is going to turn into heavy resistance. As you can see, we got a perfect bounce here. We got the first perfect bounce from this high volume range on the chart, the 19,170. You cannot make this up. This is, really, really technical. Resistance turning into support. Nothing much to add. Volume is giving you that confirmation of where that bullish, of where the pressure is going. In this case, it's bullish. So what happened right there? We got the bounce. We almost came to claim the highs. Okay, almost claimed the highs. But where did we hit? Well, we hit round about that 618 range. If we take the highs here to the lows, as you can see, the level where we got rejected, which for me is always a take profit zone, 618. It's a take profit zone and a protect position. I did not take this trade, but it would have been a really, really nice one. I mean, there was pretty much more of a movement right there, over a 1% pump from the lows to the highs. It was around about a 1% pump. Okay, with a little bit of leverage, you can make some pretty nice gains there. So right there, bang, bouncing to the first pump breakout with high volume. You have another breakout, massive large move here with a large volume. You retrace to the first volume pump here, as you can see, coming all the way up to the 618 where you know it can get rejected. This is why you want to protect your position, you want to take profits. So yeah, that was basically that one right there. Now we did have a scenario here, and I did enter this short position just a couple of hours ago, and I entered another long right there, and I'm going to explain exactly why I did long and I did close my position, because I didn't trust this. The entire context here is more bullish than bearish, and I'm going to explain why. I did get into a quick short there and closed exactly at this low to enter a long once we were having this price action to the upside. Okay, into this long here that I have right now exactly at the $19,190. Very important to explain. All right, why did I react? Why did I close this short? Because basically this short opportunity right there, right, it was a kind of a breakout from volume. We got big red volume right there from this move down, bouncing to this level. But volume was much higher, so the probabilities in getting the bounce here was higher. But then we had a breakdown from the lows with high volume. So you might think, okay, well, this volume strategy didn't work here. We were hitting the range, and I actually shorted here all the way up here because we had the back of the candle here on the 5 minute, which would be my stop loss behind that level. As soon as I was in profits, I exited this short, and I'm going to explain right away because I wanted to enter a long. Basically the context. When you zoom in too much, you want to zoom out a little bit to see, where you at. And you do know that the general context here for the last, couple of days is quite bullish. We have very bullish volume, so the context is quite bullish. Now, I did see this as an ABC correction for a potential continuation to the upside to retest the highs. Also, why? Because the context is more of an uptrend. We got more of an uptrend here, guys. There is higher volume, there is spikes in red volume, but overall, the volume to the upside is much higher, and these highs haven't been claimed. So there's something here telling me that we could actually claim those highs. There is a possibility, all right? Not 100%, but there is a high possibility to claim the highs because the context, general context for the last couple of days is bullish, and we do have higher volume and then the volume correcting. So you could assume that this is an ABC correction. Not only an ABC correction, you are actually, having if you take a look at the Fibonacci based fib extension, which is telling you how far that wave can go potentially, especially in an ABC correction. So if you take Fibonacci extension tool, it tells you the first corrective wave, the B corrective wave, and it can give you, and this is pretty awesome because it's to perfection to that $90,040. All right, where we do also know that we do have resistance here. We do also know that we have resistance, as been resistance and support. It's a one-to-one extension, A, B, B, C. One-to-one extension. This is telling you the one-to-one wave. So this is why, another reason why, I was, this is it wasn't a good short idea, even though the volume was looking low. The whole context is bullish. Apart from this ABC correction and that we got higher volume to the upside than the corrective volume here, looking at the 5-minute chart, we had a Gartley pattern here. Why a Gartley pattern? And I didn't check the Fibonacci time, but from the low to this area, it was a one-to-one to perfection. Let me just quickly go through this. There was a bullish Gartley pattern right there inside of bullish context, inside of the ABC correction. I didn't manage to catch this long. I was late into the long, but I did see that potential move up, all right, from a Gartley and retesting the 618 from the drop, and also with a high probability to retest the highs. Of course, we got news events happening right now. Price could do this, price could do this. This is why I did take some profits from my long, and I have protected my long position here from Bybit. It's probably going to get stopped out. We've got some maybe bearish news. I'm just going to have that leg down. But I'm going to explain, why was this a bullish scenario? Basically, like I've just said right now. Why was this bullish? You cannot add more stuff. ABC correction. You got higher volume on the pumpy action. One-to-one extension to perfect. This would have been an ideal long position. Of course, it is scary to long this because you are in a falling knife on the 5-minute chart. But it was a long position. If you had your levels marked up properly, I was late into the long, but we're pretty confident that this was going to get a leg up because of the Gartley pattern. Also, why a Gartley pattern? Because let me just go quickly here through. We got on the 5-minute chart, we got a low right there, just before the massive pump. What happened here with this massive pump? We reached the highs right there at 19,450. So massive big pump right there, massive big correction to round about the 618, right? If we take fib level from the low to the highs, it is just at the 618 range. Absolutely beautiful. You at 618 from the pump. We love the 618 for a potential trade. We also have the resistance from the volume, guys. This was a high confluence long position right there. Okay, this was very early this morning. This is when the Chinese market is open. I am sleeping. Some days I'm gonna wake up at this time because I do see many patterns and many movements that are well respected. So we got the highs here at 19,170 approximately. We got the 618 level from the massive pump with volume. So you know that bounce was coming. What happened here? You hit the 618 and you start correcting down. That is the Gartley pattern right here, guys. I'm going to show you right now with a picture, okay? And the whole context is bullish, really. So that was an insane long opportunity. Let me just get the harmonic Gartley pattern here so I can actually prove it to you. You can actually see it with your eyes. You cannot make this up. It was a pretty nice bullish Gartley pattern. Let me just go quickly. This is it. Gartley pattern right over here. So let me just, why the pictures? There we go. Let me just get the Gartley right there in 1 second, okay? So let me just get Fibonacci out. Let's mark this Gartley pattern from the low of the massive pump to the highs to the 618 range, back up to the 618 approximately, down where you want the lows here to happen is at the 78, okay? Round about the 7879 Fibonacci level, okay? Approximately 7879. That is the Gartley pattern. This is right there. Let me just show you here quickly. Zoom in on the chart so you guys can see it. You guys can see it. Right there. That was it. This was the movement. This was the Gartley, right? From X to A, the move to the upside, then the corrective wave. You want it ideally in between 618 and 50%. All right, is a range of a Fibonacci retracement. Then you want to create a lower high. You create that lower high. Also, you know, it's in between 382 and 0.886. 618 is usually the ideal, the usual number, but it's creating a lower high. What happens? You break the B point to hit the 786 Fibonacci retracement. As you can see, we had a little bit of volatility to the downside, but you did have that exact stopped at that range, okay? It's a range because it's never exact. If trading would be exact, then of course it would be much easier. Trading is not easy, but we did hit that level. Something very, and you know that the context is bullish. You know that the context is bullish because you are having more volume to the upside. You are creating this local uptrend here in the immediate short term. So right in between yesterday and today. So right over there, something really cool. Gartley patterns, all harmonic patterns. If it's a one-to-one, even better. Sometimes you find the one-to-one, sometimes you don't. What is one-to-one? Well, if you take a look at Fibonacci time, everything has time, all right? If you know, the movements have some certain time, and nothing better than using Fibonacci time because Fibonacci is absolutely insane. Fibonacci is everywhere. If you didn't know, there's a great books on Fibonacci. If you take a look at Fibonacci based time, if you take a look at the Gartley pattern, you want to have the X to A to B movement exactly the same from B to C to D. The exact time, right? Sometimes it's not exact, but in this case it was from the low A to B. The timing, as you can see, was 1-to-1, as you can see here on the Fibonacci based time. So that was confirming also that this was potentially the bottom, ready for that move up on the Gartley. Gartley take profit zones. Well, you want the 618 from C to D right there. So 618, this is where I did take some profits. It was a very small movement. Also take some profits here at C point. So you got 3 take profit zones. The 618 from the drop here, right there. You've got the C point, we just touched that level. And you also got the A. The A can be very much claimed, all right? The A point from the bullish Gartley. And yeah, basically the one-to-one, you can see the timing from here. From here to B, from X to B, the time was exactly the same. As you can see, we're just showing you with this line, right? The time was the same. From the middle of the Gartley, that is the ideal scenario. One-to-one extension on the Gartley pattern. It was a perfect long opportunity. It was a perfect long right there. I entered late. I was taking profits while we were going up. Protected position. Got just about to get stopped out here from the long. We got a lot of news coming out. So volatility can get crazy. We're going to get a massive drop. Could get a massive pump. We don't really exactly know. So this is why, if you're trading, you want to stay away from the news events. You want to stay protected from news events. But anyway, insane bullish Gartley right there. I entered late. I FOMO'd into the pattern because the ideal, but protected, got stopped out. Then yeah, no, I did actually take some profits on this long. But it's not the way to do the trading. You want to be ready on the chart, waiting for a potential scenario right there. And that was an ideal long position on the Gartley. And the main reason why is because of the context, guys. The overall context is bullish because we're going up, we're creating higher highs and higher lows. And also the volume is telling us that the pressure is to the upside. You know, you got these spikes in red volume, but there's larger volume from yesterday with this massive leg up. So you need to focus on the market structure, basically the context, and the context is telling you that, you know, we are still going higher, and the volume is higher to the upside. Now, I'm going to go through the comment section, okay? It is absolutely beautiful for me to have this educational content on some movements that have happened, all right? Breakout with volume, bounce as resistance, knowing where exactly to take those profits at the highs, take them out because you could reverse back down. Take profits, protect position is, you know, risk management is the most important thing in trading, basically. Explaining here the bounces, guys. I mean, you cannot make this up. Wait for the breakout with volume, wait for the retracement to the exact top here of the range, start protecting and taking profits at 618, just in case you do not claim the high and you create a lower high. And this is the case, you create a lower high right there. And then inside of this range, you had that Gartley pattern. So there's so many trading scenarios if you are really, really active. I am not that active trading. I am active, but not insanely active. If I was, well, I know how to detect these kind of opportunities. Now, most important thing, you want to know what could happen. What is going to happen now? What are the most important levels for Bitcoin? How do I know that we are going to go up or go down? What are the big resistance levels? What are the big support levels? And one thing which is very, very important for me to say, in a day where there's news, we got, you know, Fed Powell speech just in about 30 minutes from now. We want to stay aware. If you are trading, you want to stay aware because we know volatility can get crazy. You can gamble long or gamble short because there will probably be a spike to the upside or to the downside, but this is not how you make consistent gains, you know, every single month. Anyway, I want to go through the comment section and then we can take a look at the kind of macro analysis, small macro, midterm analysis, looking at the 1 hourly. This level is big resistance. What level? The $19,300, $19,400 range is a pretty large resistance zone. Okay, we want to take a look at DXY to see what's happening. DXY is just hitting support, could get a massive bounce. I wouldn't be surprised that Bitcoin does actually get a big drop from this range. Okay, highs wasn't claimed. The highs weren't claimed. All right, highs weren't claimed. How would I know that we are going to go inside a bearish trend right now? We would have to break some certain levels. All right, these lows, if they are broken, guys, this is the moment we want to look for those scalping shorts. Okay, I'm going to wait patiently. I would wait patiently right there in breaking here the last higher low. We can see the bullish exhaustion right there, and we want to get below this low. This low has some okay volume. It has some okay volume, right? So would I short this? No. I'm looking more into scalps and day trades, especially when there's news events. Let the news cool off a little bit. So if we lose this last low here, higher low at $19,040 approximately, then I would be looking for that next lower high, because it's likely that we are going to come to lower levels, right? Of course, you can short the range. If you want to short here, if you got a small swing trade with low leverage and you are planning to add to your position on the pump, I mean, this is up to you. Overall, the larger context, we're getting the exhaustion already from the bullish momentum. We had pretty nice bullish momentum. You got some pretty nice ranges here to trade, like I just explained. This is the moment you want to start trading, when it gets, you know, sideways action, you know, trading all the way up to resistance and support. You've got insane opportunities like I just showed you, all right? Being patient, waiting for those patterns, volume scenarios. What is happening right now? If you zoom out, the overall context is pretty bearish. The volume is pretty bearish. If you take a look at the 1 hourly, this is telling me it is starting to get exhausted. If you do take a look at volume here on the chart, on the 1 hourly, right? This is bearish. We're in a very, very bearish context here, looking at the 1 hourly, taking a look at the last couple of weeks. breaking down large volume. We are pumping to the range with low volume on the 1 hourly. Yes, you can scalp day trade here with long positions, just like I did between yesterday and today. But right now you want to be very, very aware of this actually getting the rejection here and coming down to retest the lows here at 18.5. I think this is very much going to happen in the next coming days. We talked about yesterday, we could drop from here, we could drop from here, we could drop from higher. Of course, being patient and waiting for higher levels for a swing trade. I haven't been swing trading for weeks right now. I'm just focusing on scalping and day trading. I've been quite profitable scalping and day trading the ranges. So I'm still focusing on the scalps and day trades. But overall, there's a higher probability that Bitcoin will not successfully get above $19,700 range. Why 19,700? Well, let's take a look at VPVR. VPVR, point of control, is right now approximately, looking at the volume traded from the 27th of August, we're looking at about 10-11 days. Point of control is exactly at $19,800. We are at the value area low, which is at 19,600 approximately, right? Where we do have all of these massive bounces as support. It's very unlikely that we are going to manage successfully to get above this range. If we do get that price action to the upside, we're probably not. We're going to probably start dropping from the range here. Of course, I would be much more interested in a swing short. We're going to high levels. We're probably hitting the 618 also from the drop. If we do take a look at the highs from this drop, you could arguably discuss taking it from here. We're actually hitting 618 from the start of the drop. Right now, we did hit the 618 just yesterday at 19,450. So you could assume that is a good shorting opportunity also. Get in a short. You're in pretty decent profits at the moment. Protect position just in case you do get that last leg up. If we were to get that last leg up here to the 19.5, 19.6, that would be a very, very strong interest for me for shorting, like an ABC correction kind of thing, and then move that, have that next leg down. Let's go to the 5-minute chart, because if we do break down from this zone, we got the speech. I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to trade it. We got this Jerome Powell speech in less than half an hour at this moment. Trading technical analysis would be a little bit of a gamble, because we got news events and I don't know what's going to happen. It might pump, it might dump. I think it's highly probable we might dump, okay, because he's just going to talk about the same thing he's been talking about the last few months. Getting interest rates up, the goal is to get inflation back down to 2%. If it takes 1, 2, 3 years, we don't know. But overall, he said it's not going to finish till the job is done. Till the job is done. Job done means getting inflation to 2%. We could have some pretty more bearish momentum in the next coming months. Wake me up at 8K, says Kevin. No, why wake me up at 8K? We can make some money on these moves. We can make some gains on the moves. Why do you want to get woken up when there is money to be made on these movements? Scotty, thanks for joining the live stream. I also got Seb, I got Joseph. Smash up the like button, guys. It's super important for me to express and to show you the kind of technical analysis here that we have had inside of these movements. We got breakout of resistance with volume bouncing as support. We've also got this really nice Gartley pattern coming to 2 take profit zones, not hitting the 3rd take profit. But of course, yeah, you're in profit anyway, even though you get stopped out at break even afterwards. Knowing how to take profits on these patterns and these kind of movements. So just for that, smash up the like button, guys. We're over 700 people. If you just joined the live stream, after the live stream, make sure to check out the first 10 to 20 minutes, because it's pure educational, pure proven strategies that do work, and how you want to defend yourself and how you want to take profits. And it might be small amounts, big amounts, it doesn't matter. In the long term, this is insanely profitable. And this is all what I want to express here with the live stream. So just for that, guys, just for that, make sure to destroy the like button for this educational first to 10-20 minutes, because then afterwards, of course, right now we're taking a look at the comment section, taking a look at some altcoins. We can take a look at S&P 500, but there's not enough in 1 hour, one hour and a half. There's just not enough for me. I wish I could have more time, of course, to take a look at more different things and take a look at all the comment section. Right away, we're going to take a look at the comment section. Remember, if you are interested in trading the volatility on Bybit, we do have an insane bonus down below with the link. Of course, we affiliated with Bybit. It's the exchange that I use. It's the trading platform that I use almost every single day for my trading, because the fees are very, very, very low. The transactions are fast. You got up to $4,550 to be claimed at the rewards hub once you sign up with a link. If you sign up by yourself, you won't be getting all of these bonuses. With the link down below, you can claim them at the rewards hub. Once you sign up, less than 2 minutes with an email and a password, you can start claiming all of those bonuses, all right? You need to follow some steps at the rewards hub. You're going to have a lot of windows, a lot of different tabs with different bonuses, and you need to follow those steps to get those bonuses, okay? So LDO, I want to go through LDO, guys. I mean, I did close I wasn't comfortable with this trade open, but it's happening. It's finally happening. We talked about LDO yesterday on, looking at the chart here, looking at the hourly chart, all right? And it was pretty insane. We did talk about this level being lost at the $1.95, and that the price action of LDO could have gone, you can take a look at yesterday's live stream for that, can potentially go all the way up to $2.05. Why $2.05? You could get that volatility. This support maybe not strong enough. You had a pretty aggressive drop from the highs. You're probably not just going to hit this level. You're probably going to have a little bit of a leg up before you go down, not successfully breaking out, okay? Because this is not a successful breakout. Volume was high from this break of the lows. Well much aware that in between 1.95 and $2.05 was a shorting range, okay? So why up to $2.05? Because we had the point of control from the volume traded the last 10-15 days. Point of control right there, right? This is looking from the 25th of August. Point of control right there. We're breaking down with high volume. We're losing the lows. So the probability in creating a lower high right at this range was highly probable. You got big resistance. You got big volume on the breakdown. You're just very, very likely to happen, and potentially going to claim the lows here at $1.80 range. Okay, we're on our way. If you did short here at around about $2, you are in pretty insane profits. I would protect position. I would consider actually taking profits. Why? Because we are just about or hitting the 618 at this moment, right? We love 618 on Fibonacci. 61865, okay, for that volatility, for the range. We love this range to take profit because it's been respected so many times on the chart on different, patterns, different movements. All right, 618 is the most respected Fibonacci level. All right, as you can see here, we almost hit it there. We didn't hit it right there, just slightly below 50%, around about 60% of Fibonacci. Also here, we did not reach it. We hit the 50% Fibonacci retracement, but we already had a lot of confluency. We're looking at the volume profile on LDO. This is why this was, a big level to short, in between 195 and 25. You were getting that reaction. If you did take a look at the 15-minute chart, you are getting the reaction. You are spiking up, you're spiking again. You got time here to get into $2. You're getting exhausted. You're hitting the point of control. Volume is confirming that you do have, the bearish momentum. You're losing the last higher lows in the range, lost higher lows. So probability in creating a lower high is very, very big. Just looking at context, guys, volume breakouts. That's it. Let's take a look at the comment section. I need to go through the community chat because I've been here about half an hour already and haven't taken a look at the comment section. which is not good of me. Now it's time for the community. Guys, start commenting down below. I know I have a bunch of cryptos. Bitcoinsensus, what's the news website called? Oh, the news website is called, I mean, there's a bunch of them. I use Trading Economics. I also use this Spanish one, okay, which is X Trader. This is the one in Spanish. It's pretty fun because the news that are not important, they have one exclamation mark. News that is really important that could bring volatility to the market has 3 exclamation marks, as you can see. So we've got the interest rates on the Central European Bank in Europe, and also we do have Jerome Powell here discussion speech, which is also at 3:10. But if you for English, you want to use that Trading Economics. They have huge amount of news. If the news is important, it will highlight it in black or in red, which is highly important. The speech is highlighted in black here from Jerome Powell. Interest rate decision here from the European Central Bank at 2:15. Europe does have effect in the market, but US has more effect on the markets, of course. We did have a little bit of volatility at 2:15 here, Central European time. So yes, now the speech is in 20 minutes. It can get volatile, guys. Let me go through the comment section. Andy, please take a look at ADA. Muchas gracias, amigo, says Racing Pixel. Power speaking at 1:30 p.m. New York. 1:30 p.m. New York. No, it must be much earlier than that. It's 3:10 Central European time, which is in 20 minutes. So we expect volatility. Power is bold red. Let's take a look at ADA for Racing Pixel. Why not? Let's take a look at ADA for Racing Pixel. Absolutely. Strong moderator, always giving insane support on every live stream. Don't tell me this was not mentioned. This had to be mentioned yesterday. Hey, don't tell me this was not mentioned. Is Bybit on Bybit? Yes, it's Bit token, Zeb. Bit token is the Bybit token. ADA, absolutely crazy. Look at this. We talked about this scenario 2 days ago. It must have been on a live stream. It was on a live stream, actually. On the 5th, 6th of September, I'm not sure which live stream it was, but we were talking about ADA. And we talked about the range on ADA. And I had this range at $1. $1 at 48 cents. We had this one at 50 cents. And I said, I do not know if the price action inside of here, after retesting this once, okay, look at this beautiful bounce, bang, bang, retest the highs. We retest the highs, coming back in. This must have been the live stream from the 6th, because we were at this zone. And I said to the community, I said on the live stream, the only trade opportunity that I do see on ADA, I did not take it because, I'm not on every single trade that I talk about on the live streams, of course. But I would be interested in ADA breaking 50 cents with a large amount of volume and getting into the retracement and getting into the bounce here. Let me know, guys, in the comment section, who did get into a short position on ADA at 48 cents. You are in some nice profits. I would be taking profits at the 618 from the pump and protecting position. We can go through that through that right now in just 1 second. But the only scenario I was interested, and I'm going to get that, I'm going to screenshot that, guys, so I can show you what we talked about on the live stream. You guys can tell me some bad trades that I've talked about also, but you should be all right if you're using good risk management, right? So these were the scenarios when we were inside of this range. This was the trade. This was the trade long. There was a small swing failure pattern right there. I was also pretty good short because you did have time to short here. You did have a couple of hours. You had the highs being claimed, closing the 1 hourly, massive exhaustion right there. I mean, you did have time here to get into short to claim the lows, level to level. You enter a resistance zone, you take profits out of support. If you take all the profits and, I would have made more gains. Yeah, but I would have made more. I would have got stopped out. I would have taken, it doesn't matter. You need a trade responsibly, level to level. You're in, you're out. It doesn't matter if you would have made more gains. There's more opportunities in the future. So what was the scenario here on ADA? We did, it was either breaking resistance at 50 cents, going to 52, 53 cents, waiting for that retracement to have that leg back up to hit the highs or almost the highs at the 618. Or breaking the support of 48 cents, okay, and waiting for the leg up to get into that retracement to the next leg down. Of course, the breakdown was with some pretty nice volume, all right? The volume was nice. It was more than average. You can see it right there on the chart. We had a pretty nice volume on the breakdown from this resistance zone. Where did the price come up to get rejected? Exactly at the 48 cent level with low volume. What is it doing now? It's coming back down to retest the lows, or to almost retest the lows. So if we go to the 1 hourly chart, even better. You want to zoom in into lower time frames to take a look at this scenario. I mean, look at this. Oh my God, this is absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. It cannot get more technical and easier than this, guys. Breaking the resistance zone at 48 cents. This was just yesterday. It was just yesterday. I'm sorry, before yesterday, 6th of September. I was not awake. I probably got the alarm because I did have an alarm here, I think. But this was at 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. Very hard to get into that position right there. Unless you have a limit order, but more than 90% of my orders are on market order. 10-15% are limit orders, just in case of volatility. But look at this, guys. This was mentioned on a live stream 2 days ago. So overall, we are looking for slightly lower potentially. I would stay aware of this. Definitely protecting position. We are 50% Fibonacci, almost hitting 618. I think we could get that leg down to 618 to hit that, small resistance zone right there, turning into support. It's a take profit zone already, okay? Stay cautious. We're getting news. We're probably going to get volatility. If you shorted this, protect position, because there's nothing worse than actually having a stop loss here and, in pretty insane profits if you shorted this and then, I should have taken profits. Stay cautious. We've got some news. We don't really know what's going to happen. And we're actually already retesting the lows here from this big candlestick, right? The ultimate lows from the wick is exactly at this level. We did get a bit of resistance there. It's turning into small support. So yeah, consider taking profits if you did short this and protecting position. If you get that next leg down to retest the lows, then yeah, you might have 50-40% of your trade open still to take those profits finally. But overall, protect position, guys. Risk management is absolutely key in trading. 88, is that Cardano? Is that on Bybit? Absolutely. I'm going to go through the super chats, right? I think I got a couple of super chats. 1 second, guys. ADA, of course, it can be traded on Bybit. You do get an insane bonus on Bybit. You do have up to $4,550 worth of different bonuses that you can claim to give you more buying power. This bonus cannot be withdrawn, of course. It's to give you more buying power. So if you want to make a bigger, if you have $10,000 or $20,000, you can add up 4,550 more following the steps at the Rewards Hub on Bybit. You could just go sign up with a link down below in the description. You go to your profile at the Rewards Hub. You have different tabs and you could start claiming those bonuses so you can have bonus to trade with, guys, which is absolutely phenomenal. Of course, you can withdraw those bonuses eventually. The bonus is to give you trading power. If you make profits with those bonuses, absolutely ideal. So, yeah, nothing much to add. It is likely that we are potentially going to come down and claim the lows here on 88. It's where the point of control is from the volume traded the last 10 to 15 days. Is looking from the 20th of August. Lows can be claimed on ADA, which is at 45 cents approximately. Slightly above 45 cents. Absolutely phenomenal, guys. This cannot get more technical. Big resistance zone, support, breakdown with large volume. Where do you come back up to hit that level to continue down to hit the 618 or the lows? It's super, super technical, guys. Once you get the hang of this, you're gonna be in the zone. Some of you guys will be in the zone. Looking dumpish. It is looking dumpish, Bitcoin, a little bit. Probably this is the zone. I'm not in a swing trade. I thought the highs were going to be claimed, and I was, my ideal trade scenario would have been a swing failure from the highs that were created yesterday above 19.4K. Claim the highs, get that, choppy action, swing failure, hit a weekly level here at 19,550, which is the lows also that was created here last week, right, inside of the range. It's a weekly range right there. Support. If we would have had that small little leg up in choppy action, claiming the highs, I would have been very much interested in shorting. Now, it is dumping at this moment, but not interested. Not interested in swing short, swing long, because of this. When we've got a bunch of newses coming out, I don't know how it's going to affect the market. It should be bearish. But we have seen the latest ones, the last few months, getting a sudden pump on the price of Bitcoin and S&P 500 and different markets. So just stay away, guys, from the news events. Powell's speech on July was bullish for BTC. 88, please. I've just done 88. Let me take a look at the super chat here from GameGab here. Sorry about that. I was just taking a look at some, different coins, different scenarios. Hi Andy, Ethereum TA please. Cup and handle on the 4-hourly chart. Is that valid? Let's take a look at that right away here for GameGab. Thanks for the super chat. Thanks for the insane support. Guys, I'm extremely sorry I can't read most of the comments. It's just absolutely crazy. Let me just take a look at Ethereum here for GameGab right away. Cup and handle on Ethereum. Of course, it would be nice to know the time frames. Let's go to the 4-hourly chart. Big volatility. Big volatility. This was not what we were talking about yesterday, right? I think yesterday we must have... Cup and handle on Ethereum. Okay, the 1-hourly chart maybe. Yeah, it's probably this scenario created from yesterday and today. I don't like cup and handles with a descending neckline. It's preferable to be flat. But it can be valid, It can be valid. When would I know this is valid? Well, for me, we would have to break the highs. It's a risky trade. I mean, with the news events coming, stay cautious. Bitcoin is looking a little bit bearish. It might pump right now. We got the speech in 8 minutes, guys. We're probably going to see some volatility live. But yeah, we do know that the biggest resistance level on Ethereum, stay cautious on this. Yeah, this is not really a great trade for me personally. Could it work out? Yes, it could. This consolidation doesn't look bad. I would stay cautious. Yeah, no. This is not a trading scenario for me. We do know that the $1,700 range is one of the strongest resistance levels on Ethereum. We need to be well aware that the overall trend, the macro trend still here for the last few months is insanely bearish. 1,700 was the ultimate lows from 2021. Getting support here every single time, the entire summer. It was insane support in May. We had a little bit of bullish momentum. We got resistance. We did get a test once, but you know the deal. We test it. We had the correction. We had some bullish momentum. So this is why the overall context in the short term is also important. If you are shorting this resistance here after the breakdown, you got to know that you have big resistance right there turning into support. So you have bullish context. If you're shorting here, this is a take profit zone, no matter what, and it's a definite protect position zone. Because you're in a local uptrend here for several weeks. You're shorting the resistance from this massive level 1,700, you want to take profits here at the lows and protect position. You know, you might think, yeah, the lows are going to be retested. It's going to take weeks maybe to retest that low. You're probably going to get stopped out because you have this momentum to the upside, and then you're going to come down, and it's going to take several weeks. Overall, like I said, we broke out of a ascending wedge scenario. We broke back down to the 1,700, which is one of the most important levels. This is why the context is so important. If you are in an ascending wedge where you have created already 5 waves, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves, kind of, looking at Elliott wave theory. You start breaking down with high volume from a bearish pattern. You want to be very well aware, if you do get below this 1,700, it's insane resistance. It's very, very strong resistance. So that would have been an ideal short right there. Big resistance zone. You're breaking down with some pretty large volume. You know, volume was pretty nice on these breakdowns. You're losing the last higher low range of the ascending wedge right there. As you can see, it's higher lows from support trend line. You lost it. It's a big, the possibility here of a lower high was very, very, very high. We only just hit before yesterday, just below 1,700. Ideal short was this one. This one you could have gotten into short here, slightly below 1,700, knowing that this is one of the strong resistance zones, one of the most strongest resistance zones that Ethereum has at the moment. I would stay cautious with the moves here. I think Ethereum is very likely going to come down to $1,250 in the next coming weeks. And it could potentially get a bounce from that zone. We were trading here an entire month. Overall trend, I think it's going lower. Yeah, in the local trend to the downside. A bearish macro trend also. Ascending wedge, breakout. I think, it is likelier that we are going to create lower highs and lower lows. Take a look at VPVR. A level of interest here for me, looking at Ethereum, is the 1,250. Big resistance zone where I do expect a pretty big bounce. We got the value area high from this zone. It's just, we got big spike on the volume profile exactly at 1,250 range. Starts breaking down. Overall, I think that we're going to hit that level. If it has, we've got big levels here for trading opportunities. If your volume is high, we want to see these kind of movements, right? We're still in a downtrend. There are so many levels here. 1,400, big resistance level for a potential quick short to claim the lows. Short term, like I said, we're having a little bit of too much choppy action. We got news events right now. Very strange if it did break 1,700. If it did, I would be looking for longs here. The highs will very likely be claimed at $2,000 from the 14th of August, right? 13th, 14th of August, we were claiming $2,000. If we were to have that break above 1,700, don't worry, you will have time. Don't FOMO in a pump, because you could also get that large fake out. Wait for the price action to have that evolution right to the upside with high volume. You want a big spike in high volume right there. If it does break out 1,700, you will have time, don't worry, for a potential long to claim the highs or almost claim the highs. There will be a pretty nice movement. Overall, I think there's a higher probability in going down. Context is bearish. These lows haven't been claimed. If you want to be a risky trader, you want to stop loss well above 1,700. If you're looking for that swing trade scenario for the lows to be claimed and actually going lower because the overall trend is to the downside, then yeah, this is up to you. This is not my kind of trading. I'm more conservative. And inside of the scalping and day trade strategies, I want to be like super perfect if I can, right? It doesn't matter. I'm not in a rush for trading. I want the highest probability scenario. Anyway, for Ethereum, like I said, I think that the lows here of 1,400 is likely to be claimed. We got Jerome Powell speaking in 1 minute. Who knows? It should be bearish because he's just going to say the same thing. You know, interest rate. Next interest rate hike is going to be 0.5, 1 basis point. You know, maybe it's going to be insanely bearish. Whatever he says, it should be bearish. Cheers, Andy. Always giving clarity to a confusing market. John Edge. Thank you very much for that insane support and those kind words. Andy, thanks for everything, says Ross Amicacho. You're very welcome. It's very, very hard. It's hard for me always. Every day in trading is day one. Let's take a look at Bitcoin, what's going on. Every day is day one. No matter how good you are, how much experience you do have in the market, every day is day one. I get stopped out also many times. As long as it's small positions, it's great. But yeah. Every day is day one in trading, no matter how much experience you do have. You can change from bearish to bullish in just a snap of a price action. And I was longing yesterday, even though I'm bearish, even though I'm looking for a lower high to be created here to come back down to test the lows in the coming days or weeks. If you have pretty nice bullish momentum, looking at the lower time frames, you can take advantage of these scenarios, guys, like I just explained on the first 5-10 minutes, 15 minutes of the live stream, more about 10-20 minutes. There's huge opportunities on these kind of movements, like I explained. My interest here would be breaking this low area. We just retested the lows here. It could swing failure. We could get a pump. Now, the volume that we do have, it might just be insane. You know, it might be we're seeing the speech is happening right now, so it's probably going to be a massive drop. If it is, I would be probably getting into the retrace rally. Okay, if it's going to be low volume, this is an insane level right now, especially if we do get a small consolidation here in the next coming minutes, next half an hour. If it does get a reaction here, this is a strong level, guys. Big level right there. If it breaks down, we want to be well aware of that potential volatility and leg back down here in the next couple of days. Let's see what happens. Is it bearish? Are we having bearish news? Bearish speech from Jerome Powell? Very likely. Could you play the speech here on the stream? Yeah, I probably could actually. Let me just quickly. Yeah, it should be live on YouTube. There must be some other web pages where you can see the speech, but Jerome Powell's speech live today. I can't see it on YouTube live. Yeah, the ones that I can see there from other days. It was live the last time, or 1 week ago or 2 weeks ago, it was live. But never mind, let's enjoy the potential volatility. It's probably going to get a massive pump. This is why I don't want to trade it. I don't trust it. I don't know what's going to really happen. People expect bullish, or do they expect bearish? Guys, what will it be? Will it be bullish or bearish? Will Powell speech, which is right now, be bullish? Let me know let me know right away on the poll. Will Powell's speech be bullish? Guys, did anyone trade the ADA short that we mentioned? I didn't. Did anyone? Because I remember some people in the comment section, because we were talking about the relief rally all the way up to 48 cents. And some people were saying, I'm actually going to try, I'm potentially going to long this 45, 46 cent level all the way up to 48 cents. Because it was really a strong support level, as you can see here with the price action. And I was just saying, this relief rally it's not guaranteed, even though it is at support. because you're having pretty bearish momentum with high volume. I mean, that did play out nicely. If you made this, I know there were some people in the comment section, okay, well, let's long from 48, 45, 46 cents all the way to 48 cents, and then let's short here. They actually would have played out pretty nicely. I mean, the highest probability was right there at 48 cents. I did 40% profit from shorting ADA, says Maravik. Yes, says Pedro Japan. Yes, says Radu. Woo! Of course, me, says Thomas. The speech was hawkish. Oh, phenomenal. BTC will pump all the way up to 20,800. The speech was hawkish, so you're not too sure. A lot of confused people here. A lot of people are bullish and bearish. Fake pump, then dump, says Alp B. 72% of people say that this out of 150 votes that the speech will be. Oh, okay, no. 71% says no, it won't be bullish. It will be bearish. Okay, so a lot more people saying that it will be bearish. I do think so also. He's just going to say the same thing, right? Inflation down to 2%. Interest rate hikes going to get them up all the way to 5.7, which is crazy. This is going to be a little. It's going to, it's not going to be easy for the economy, so it shouldn't react good to the market. Is it live on YouTube? I don't know. I didn't see it all live on YouTube, but anyway, it's going to take quite some time. We're just going through the comment section here with the community. Absolutely phenomenal here. Seeing the people that did take a trade on ADA, understanding the analysis, getting into that short position. Absolutely phenomenal. Got Pedro Japan, Radu, Maravik. Absolutely phenomenal, guys. Thomas also. That was me, Chris. Yeah, it was Chris also. Chris was the one that super chatted for some ADA analysis. And we did that analysis just about 2 days ago, just before this breakdown from this zone. And that was the scenario, guys. This was the scenario. It was either this or it was either this. And yeah, the other one played out. Phenomenal, guys. Absolutely. I'm so satisfied on seeing, people actually DXY pumping. Well, yes. 0.47.5 says Joseph, shorting ADA. Sorry, 0.47 cents. Absolutely phenomenal. I mean, I would take some profits. I'm very conservative and I have good risk management. We're hitting 618. I have fear of the 618. If I am in a short position, for example, and we're hitting 618, I would take profits and protect positions. Now, of course, I do think that the lows, they are usually claimed, right? Especially when you have a big volume breakout. They are usually claimed on a retracement. So, yeah, I would, take profits. Why not? Take the rest of them if you test the lows and start getting choppy action. Phenomenal, guys. DXY up, euro down, hard. I've got more dollars than euros, I'll tell you that. Yeah, best thing, saving up, well, dollars. I've got USDT and USDC. They are real dollars because you can change them for dollars or euros. But it's phenomenal. I actually enjoying seeing the euro below the euro below the dollar. For me, it's better at this moment. Let's take a look at the DXY. Did it get a big fat bounce? Oh my goodness. We were at really support levels on the DXY. Cup and handle on DXY is crazy. We did see a cup and handle here happen in between May and June. Resistance, round formation, resistance, descending channel for the handle, bang, retest third time, breakout. Cup and handle right here, resistance at 109, round formation, resistance, handle, test resistance, third time, fourth you break it. Even though it's choppy momentum, the probabilities in going higher is just, we're in a very aggressive uptrend. Broken this resistance zone at 109. It's unlikely we're going to successfully go down. Every time we're down here, you are likely to get that pumpy action. We have a projected move here coming from the cup and handle, yeah, this does look like it's going to go to 112, 113 level in the next couple of weeks. This is going to be insanely bearish for Bitcoin. So overall, we were getting a little bit of resistance here from these random lines on the chart. No, they're not random. They're actually, you know, they were high-low support levels, getting resistance, even though it broke higher lows. I mean, this is the scenario. Break higher lows, test them as resistance. This is what we've been talking about here for the last few weeks. Breaking lows, testing them at resistance. If we get, I mean, it's likely we're going to get above this range, then we can take all of these resistance levels out of the way, because we'll be forming other stuff here to the upside. Different momentum. What is happening now? Will we go down or up? What says Powell? I don't know. I will. Euro may dump to 90 cents. Bring it on. I do live in Spain. I do live in Europe, but I have more dollars than euros. So yeah, while DXY is going up in this bear market, bring it on, baby. I'm just stacking up my USDT, stacking up my USDC also. Bring it on. Dollar up, Bitcoin down so we can buy cheaper. Bring it on. I'm ready for this for a couple of years. Guys, I've been here over an hour. We are in this volatility. Stay cautious. I think if Bitcoin does break down this support level at 19,040, as we are seeing, it is a strong resistance zone that's turning into support. If we do get that solid breakdown with high volume, it needs to be a big momentum move. And on the retracement, we're looking for that volatility here, for that lower high scenario, guys, to come back down to retest the lows here of 18.5k. That would be a high probability trade there that I would be looking for. Stay cautious with the volatility. Not much going on. I think there's probably nothing new that he has said. People are very much aware of this. We could get this bounce also from this low. We've just got a liquidity. Remember, a lot of the times we like to get liquidity of the lows and then have the bounce. We just dip below here. Bunch of liquidity. Might go up, guys. It might go up. Stay Luna crashing. Is that Luna Classic? Power is bogged enough sometimes, says Mayank C. Yes. Long Ethereum. Long Ethereum. Stay cautious. Like I said, on Ethereum, high probability trade scenario for me would be breaking 1,700 successfully. Breaking these highs successfully. Wow, it's going to be insane. You want to get into the retracement there. You are likely to create another higher low. It's a big resistance zone. You are in a downtrend at this moment. To confirm that we're going to go to an uptrend, we want to break the last lower high, which is this range over here. Once that happens, we want to look for that higher low, the next higher low, to get into that next retest of the highs. That is the kind of trading we're looking for here. Safe trading, guys, everyone. Make sure to check out the bonuses on Bybit. You do get an insane bonus of up to $4,550 on PrimeXBT, where you can trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, also Link, ADA. They got a bunch of altcoins, but you can also trade traditional stock market, S&P 500, oil, gold, natural gas, Forex. You can use USDT, stable coins, or Bitcoin and Ethereum as collateral while you are trading different markets, guys. It's absolutely phenomenal platform. You do get 7% added to your deposit on PrimeXBT with a promotion code down below. I got full tutorials also. It's Bitcoinsensus 50 as promotion code. You get 7% added to your deposit for buying power. You deposit $10,000, you're getting $700. You deposit $100,000, you're getting $7,000 on top of that worth of bonus for more buying power. This is also supporting the channel. I do get a small commission, of course, but these are the two platforms that I mainly use: PrimeXBT and Bybit. Check out Bitcoinsensus website, guys, for the latest technical analysis ideas, different levels. We've got news events here posted every single day. Follow all our socials here down below in the description. We've got the Telegram group, we've got Discord, we've also got Twitter that we post different stuff every single day. Thank you very much for your insane support. I'll be trying to do another live stream afterwards to see if we can find some opportunities. Thank you, guys. Smash up the like button on your way out, and I will see you in the next one.